Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Season 10, Episode 37. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Sorry the video is coming out late, your girl was fighting sleep. I didn't know this episode was gonna be good. I would have stayed up if that was the case, but that's okay. We're here now, all right? The season has picked back up. So Mitch is displeased with Abby because of the things that she said in her speech when recoupling with Scott.
That was a bit shitty from you. I mean, I'm not expecting an apology or anything. My head's been scrambled.
Every single time we've spoken, it's been, I'm really enjoying getting to know Ella.
My feelings ain't gone, obviously. I was gonna pick you. No one compares to Abby.
That shocked me, Mitch. I didn't think you'd say that.
Here's my thing. Do everybody a favor and just get back together. Because to separate these two is bound to set somebody mad. Okay, that's two people who are gonna be mad, having to deal with them, like gone mad, rather than them coming together and just canceling each other's madness out. That's what I feel like they should do. I feel like they should do everybody a service and get together so that they don't ruin anybody else. Ty and Ella have another conversation, except this time they are now apologizing to each other.
The reason why I get so frustrated and so, like, why I lose my head like that is because I care so much about you.
The one thing that I struggle with is trusting you, which is something that you build. It's not going to happen overnight, and I've told you that. I feel like me and Ty is just similar sometimes, so we both can get a bit fiery, and it's not easy.
You guys already know how I feel about when people say things like, oh, I lash out because I care. It's giving quintessential young relationship where like it thrives off of drama, because in as much as the girls keep saying, I can't keep going through this, I can't keep going through this, you continue to put yourself in a situation where you would be going through this. You know what I mean? I do think that the argument the day prior, actually no, it was the same day, escalated to a level that it didn't have to, but because of how they started, they're bound to have a bumpy road for a while, because she don't trust that man and he don't even know if he could fully trust himself, honestly. Like, I'm pretty sure in the villa it's much easier than what it would be like on the outside, and I feel like a part of him is like, well, if you're not gonna trust me, I might as well revert back to who I am naturally. I don't know, but I feel like every time he's like, and this is why I don't do emotions, I just see the old Ty wanting to come back, and Ella is dreading that day. I hope it doesn't happen, but I feel like it will. The next morning, even though Abby has been all cuddled up with Mitch all night long, I mean, not Mitch, what's his name now? Scott. She feels like Mitch is the one mugging her off.
Did you enjoy our cuddle in bed last night?
Yeah, I did actually.
Did you?
Yeah, it was really nice actually.
Nah, it was good.
Look at them two, look. She's trying to make you jealous, Mitch.
Ask me if it's working.
I've realized that in this villa, introspection is really hard. Introspection is very, very difficult for these islanders to look within themselves and to say, where did I go wrong? That's an issue. Now, Abby, is Mitch mugging you off? Absolutely. But you mugged him off first. You did. Even if she likes to make it seem like, oh, she had permission from Mitch to pursue things with Scott, the way in which she went about like being very flirty and out there with him, I feel like I haven't seen Mitch do that. Mitch is duplicitous in the way that he talks to both women. He makes them both seem like he is fully pursuing them, but at least he doesn't rub his interests in Abby's face. Abby does that to Mitch. The dressing room is clearly a traumatic space for Ella B, because last time it was Ella basically shutting her to the corners, and now it's Abby warning her against Mitch and his antics.
I'm going to tell you what he said, okay? Like, I'm not saying it to be horrible, but I will tell you exactly what he said, just so you know. Like, he was like, it feels forced, and I don't I don't like saying it.
Like, I was just sitting there, he was like holding my hand, stroking my leg. He was like, that gave me clarity.
Abby to me is giving scary. Mitch is also giving scary. But Ella, let's not act like you care. I feel like Ella is seeing her golden ticket fly away. And that's why she has to play up this frustration that she has with Mitch. She don't want that man. She do not want that man. Let's be for real. How do you go from wanting Tyrique to wanting Mitch? And it's not even an attractive thing. It's a personality thing. She don't want that man. The villa gets a text that there is a challenge, and it is Snog, Marry, Pie. I'm not gonna go through everything. I'm just gonna talk about the things that stood out to me. We have Zach, who snogged Katie. Sir, well, I don't know what the hell possessed you to do that. Mitch snogged Ella B, married Katie, and then pied Abby. He's an idiot. He is an idiot. Uzi snogged Whitney, and he even said, like, she's attractive. I didn't know you had eyes from a girl like that, but okay. Molly hit Mitch with a sneak pie. Honestly, she ate with that one. Ella B snogged Sammy. I didn't see that one coming, but because they came from the same ends, yeah. Anyways, Whitney pied Zach, but she said that he's essentially playing it safe with Molly. Molly didn't like that. Zach didn't like that. He told her to shut up, and I'm just like, again with the shut ups. You have Zach, you have Tyrique, you have Sammy. If Montel had the balls, he would have told another woman to shut up too. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. The way these men talk to women. Moving on. What else do we have here? Katie kissed Zach in return, and she said that she liked their kisses in bed when they were coupled up. And then Abby obviously pied Mitch in return because he pied her. So after the challenge, Molly's feeling away about Zach and Katie sharing kisses.
He laughed. He was hiding behind Scott and he was laughing. What? He's happy.
Zach's only gonna kiss you if he actually wanted to.
That was his chance to like show Molly like, babe, it's you, and pie you.
You know, I do think that for Zach it kind of was a brain fart. For him, he was like, no, I was thinking it literally, like, who would I want to marry? But like Molly says later on, there's only one option that would trigger her, and that was Katie. You know she don't see a real connection between Whitney and Zach when they had their situation. So even that wouldn't have bothered her. But Katie, she actually sees Katie as competition. So I can understand why she's feeling hurt about that, even though for him, it really just was a brain fart. But one could argue that in the challenges is when Zach really shows himself. And so back when he was partnered up with Catherine, who did he go and kiss in the challenge? Molly. And his excuse back then was, it's just the challenge. But look where we are today. You know what I mean? So arguments could be made on both sides. Could he have, could there have been an oversight on his end? Potentially. But could he have had ulterior motives that maybe he couldn't act on in any other way than this way? Yeah. And also it further emphasizes my belief that Molly's return did rob Zach of his Casa experience. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. I know some people were gagging at her return, but it put Zach against the wall. Like he literally had no options. He had nobody else to pursue. I don't know if he would have been interested in anybody in Casa if I'm recollecting who was in Casa, but regardless, he didn't even get to explore. While everybody's getting ready, the tension is thickety thick, 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 thick. Okay, the tension is thick, honey. Uzi's outside. He doesn't want to get ready with the guys. Zach just is so dense. He cannot see how Molly is feeling mugged off in this situation. You have Ella who's telling Molly, but shouldn't you be happy that he's, wait, no. Who did she say it to? Who was jealous? Ooh, I forget. Somebody was jealous and Molly was saying, freaking hell. Ella was saying, shouldn't you be happy that he's jealous? And I'm like, again, with this theology, like, oh, it stresses me. I know where it comes from, but it stresses me. Anyways, after that, Mitch is the first to be seen trying to make amends with Ella B. I don't know what his intention is with her. He told Katie earlier on that if he was to pick who he wanted to be in bed with, it would be Ella B. I don't know.
Then I've just been saying stuff literally as they come to my head and not thought about things.
I know my fucking worth, and I don't really appreciate you telling everyone different. I'm walking around the villa like, yeah, me and Mitch are good. Everyone else is thinking, what?
People have been joking about the psych eval when it comes to Mitch. And, you know, jokes aside, I'm actually concerned. I'm genuinely concerned. What is going on with Mitch? Is everything okay? Like, the thought processes that this man has are just so concerning. And in some kind of way, he always finds a way to justify his actions. And I'm like, oh, you really think that made sense? I'm worried. Molly is upset with Whitney and Katie. She's upset with them because, well, essentially, like, Katie didn't have to kiss Zach back. Okay, cool. And then Whitney said that Zach is playing it safe with her, but he is.
No one would have triggered a nerve other than Katie, so why would he be happy to do that? You both had a good kiss, both times. Am I just not seeing something that's happening behind my back, and do I look stupid? Because is he giving you eyes?
Whitney's explanation for what she meant by Zach choosing the safe option being with Molly is that Molly doesn't challenge Zach. She's saying without saying it that Molly is a yes woman. And so even if Zach is in the wrong, she'll just bite her tongue and let him do him. And I can kind of see that. But me personally, I feel like him playing it safe is him realizing she left in a very abrupt way. And she returned. Either she is a fan favorite or she's a producer favorite. I would be an idiot not to latch myself onto her and sail on to the end. And honestly, up until this episode, I feel like that was gonna happen. I don't know if this tension is going to cause any rift. Honestly, I feel like there are enough people rooting for, more so Molly than Zach, but there are enough people rooting for them that they'll still make it to the end and might even place second or third. Yeah, they might actually place well, to be honest. But yeah, I do think that a part of him did see like, okay, clearly there's some favorability here, so I gotta go with that. And if we're really talking about their connection, a lot of people have been saying that when Zach and Molly talk, it's a lot of, oh, I'm so surprised. Oh, this took me by surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But we don't really see as much substance. We've been seeing it lately with the whole, I want my family to meet you, and I think that you'll get along with so-and-so and so-and-so. Okay, that's a little bit more, and I get it. It's a TV show. They cut out a lot, right? But also, even when Zach found out that Molly had told Katie that they're closed off, he kind of did look annoyed. And I don't know if it's the fact that they had a private conversation that then became public, or if he wasn't ready to make that definite commitment as of yet, maybe to give him some leeway to, I don't know. This is all a hypothesis. All that I'm saying is, I do believe he's playing it safe with Molly. Mitch is now trying to smooth things over with Abby, and she is not having it.
My head's been scrambled. I'm feeding you false information and hurting you. Abby, I don't want to do that.
There is no way back.
No, I know that. And
you've been very extremely disrespectful.
You can hold hands at the 5 feet. You can hold hands in bed with me, cuddling, but you still want me to graft. No.
I'm glad that they wrapped it up. Only because I was tired of the storyline. I do still think that they should just get together to save everybody a headache. That's just my opinion. Scott, I'm still waiting for you to tell me that this is just gameplay because I don't understand. I don't see the intrigue. Okay, me personally. But yeah, he acknowledged that he had done wrong. He acknowledged that she had also done wrong, even though his wrongs were worse. She still cannot see herself as being in the wrong. To me, that's a concerning trait when people can't look within themselves and see where their pitfalls were. But he said, listen, end of the day, whether or not you want to be with me, I'm apologizing for the wrong that I did towards you. I can respect that, Mitch. Uzi is also feeling mugged off, as we know, and honestly, I can't blame him.
You said basically you enjoyed kissing Zach in bed when you were a thing.
But now, like, we're coupled up, and like, I couldn't be happier that it went that way.
Even me, I couldn't be happier. It did hurt though, a little bit.
Miss Katie, what happened to these fantasies of having these light-skinned babies with blue eyes? The fetish has gone out the window, hasn't it? Like, listen. Oh, am I gonna make it a thing? Because I know some people in the comments hate when I talk about race, but it's interesting how with both Katie and Zach, they had an interest in a person of color, and they have these visions and imaginations and this yearning for something in the future. But when it comes time to default, they always default back to their own. It's just an observation. But I'm like, girl, when you have the opportunity to kiss your mans, you go into Zach for what? And she's gonna say, oh, I liked the kisses that we had and I was coupled up with him before you. What are we doing? What are we doing? Just like Ella said, just like Ty said, just like Whitney said, just like Locken said, just like Molly said, there's nobody else that I want to kiss outside of insert name here. So regardless of what the reasoning is, the fact that you even have the desire to kiss somebody else is a concern. Now, I never saw Uzi as this lover boy, but wow, he shocked me. And I'm a little bit hurt for him because, like, Katie, what are you playing at? This was so unnecessary. The episode ends with Molly, who is livid with Zach, and he's trying to play it off, and I'm like, this is not the move, Zachariah. This is not the move.
What was funny about having a snog with someone you've had a little fling with?
When things like this happen, that's when you really see how well you can work and how much you care about each other.
Outside of here?
I don't know what you lot are trying to feed her. Can I steal you for a chat, please?
We're not feeding her anything. We're just hearing what she's saying.
I want you to tell me everything.
I literally just did, but you just wanted to laugh. It's just not nice. It's disrespectful. Out of everybody there, there is no one else I would want to kiss. That's the difference.
I am 100% Team Molly on this one because how dare you laugh while I'm trying to express myself to you? I understand where he's coming from saying that he laughs at awkward situations. Fair and fine. But if we're building a relationship, when I'm choosing to bare myself to you, this is not the time for you to laugh. This is not the time for you to dismiss my feelings. And I don't care even if your intention was not malicious. The fact of the matter is I am hurt. And Molly's doing the right thing by not just harboring her feelings and lashing out at you passive aggressively. She's telling you straight up, hey, this is what hurt my feelings and we need to resolve this. And you have the audacity to laugh in her face. How dare you? Absolutely not. I don't care what the reason is for him laughing. I would be vexed. So then she's talking to the women and they're really trying to speak life into her. And Zach is like, I don't care what they're feeding you. I need to talk to you. You're this deluded. You don't even know what they're talking about. And your assumption is they're speaking ill about you. Is that a projection? What's happening, Zachariah? What is really going on? After that, she's just saying at the end of the day, you are the only person I would have wanted to engage with intimately in that way. So why, regardless of whether or not you saw me as the person that you want to marry, why in the back of your mind do you think, ooh, I could kiss another person? And I wonder if a part of her is thinking back to the Catherine situation, because that's what happened to Catherine. He was like, yeah, no, I'm into you. I want to pursue you. I want to whatever. But the back of his mind, he wanted to kiss Molly. And he disguised the interest in a challenge to say, well, it's just a challenge. Like, Zach, no. Zach, come on now. Don't embarrass me, man. You are the only man I find attractive in this villa. How dare you embarrass me like this? How dare you? How dare you? I feel for Molly, I do. I do feel for Molly because that's a trash feeling. And I don't know how far in she is, but the fact that she's really, really bringing up this whole, like, I want you to meet my family and whatever, I can only imagine how low she's feeling right now with how Zach handled this whole situation. So anyways, there is a bombshell coming. I mean, Rita Ora is coming, but on Twitter, y'all said that there are bombshells coming. Why did they save these bombshells to the end? No offense to people prior. Everybody who's come in has been good looking. But these bombshells, these are the bombshells you need to bring in around the midway mark. Not at the end. Not at the end. What are we doing? Also, there's going to be a vote. And it's going to be at this whole performance thing. I hope they do what they did last season, where the couple with the least amount of votes picks another couple to take with them. I loved that twist. Let's throw that back in the mix. Please and thank you. As always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Should we go live? Should we go live, guys? You guys let me know if we should go live. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.